You're legally responsible for this. You cashed the check.
Correct.
It was written to you.
Right, and I have the receipt going to him on all of the materials.
What's his name?
I have to look on my site. He did 2 other little projects for me.
If you've been following our investigations, you may know Rebecca Elrick. She hired a gentleman to cut some of her trees down. After he had done the work, she asked him if he could also do some landscaping for her. Well, he said he knew someone who could do the work. All she had to do was pay up front for the materials. She gave the tree man a check for $3,000 and he disappeared. That was back in January of 2016. Rebecca contacted us last spring. Since then, we've tried to get a resolution for Rebecca with no luck. So we decided to take matters into our own hands. We called him out for a quote, and here's what happened. Consumer Investigator Dale Cardwell, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Great. We're here to find out what happened to Rebecca Elrick's $3,000
Sure.
that she paid you for landscaping.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what happened to it?
I had a subcontractor that came out and took the money, went and brought all the equipment over.
Yeah.
Never showed back up. Gave Rebecca all the contact information to get in touch with them, and couldn't get in touch with them.
You told our producer Amy that you were going to take care of this. This is the check that she wrote to
Right.
you. You cashed the check.
Correct. And
Okay.
gave him the money. He brought out all the equipment, started the work, never came back.
You're acting as the contractor on this job. You're responsible for that $3,000. What are you going to do about it?
I've been in contact with Rebecca and also Amy trying to get in touch with this guy.
You blocked Amy's number.
I did not.
You didn't receive her calls.
I did not block her number at all. But I've been trying to get in touch with this guy. I've told Rebecca I continue to try to get in touch with this guy.
You're
So-
not returning Rebecca's calls.
I tried to message her on Facebook. She said she didn't want to talk to me.
You're legally responsible for this. You cashed the check.
Correct.
It was written to you.
Right, and I have the receipt going to him on all of the materials.
Then why don't you assist Miss Elrick in filing charges against him?
I'm trying to find him. That's the problem. I've told her I wanted to help her from the get-go. I've got all of the emails going back and forth and all of the phone calls to try to get this guy who lives out in Villa Rica.
What's his name?
I have to look on my site. He did 2 other little projects for me, but I put the 2 together. I don't do landscaping. I took down Leland cypresses for her.
This project was started in January of 2016. That's almost 20 months he's had to make it right. According to Rebecca Elrick, he's done nothing. We always want a successful resolution for our consumers here at Trustdale, so we gave the tree man 2 days to resolve this issue.
So what I'll have to do is work out something where I can pay her back. I mean, that's all I can do. They started the work. If I've got to eat it, I'll eat it. It was a pass-through type of deal that I should have had them contract with each other. That was where I made the mistake.
He promised to provide us with proof that he's been in touch with Rebecca and the landscaper. As of Thursday afternoon, he has yet to provide the emails or the so-called landscaper's name or even his contact information as promised. We didn't identify this man or his company because we want to give him one last chance to make it right. Check back with us next week to find out what happens next.